Hola, hola bebés, ¿cómo están? Les mando un besote gigante, grandísimo, enorme. Gracias nuevamente por todo el apoyo. En esta oportunidad, en este tercer videíto, les tengo otro jueguito. Está comenzado lamentablemente, pero no avancé mucho. Porque este jueguito yo lo vi hace bastante. Yo vi que lo recomendaron mucho. Pero yo dije, ¿será realmente bueno? ¿Será no? Como decían que realmente era como rarito. Entonces yo decía, vamos a ver qué tan rarito, ¿no? Y bueno, se llama What Remains of Edith Finch. Dicen que es muy, muy lindo, hermoso, precioso y toda la cuestión. Entonces vamos a ver. Vamos a ver qué tal el jueguito. Vamos a comenzar. Tú abres, él no tiene menú. O sea, es un juego como, no sé, es como muy... tendrían que jugarlo. Pero en esta oportunidad van a jugar conmigo. Así que vamos a ver qué tal el jueguito. Vamos a comenzar, bebés. Él es así, él te tira como palabras, te va diciendo
Even in her
cosas.
90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Mira, cuando este juego comienza en el que tú estás caminando como una casa y tú entras a, es como una mansión, es de alguien, de una mujer o una chica que va entrando como va a regresar como a la casa de su infancia. Ya, entonces ella va caminando y es como un camino, comienza el juego como en un camino de árboles y se ve como una mansión al fondo. Entonces ella llega y la mansión está desocupada, no hay nadie, no hay absolutamente nadie, no se sabe qué pasó con la gente, porque está desocupada. No se ve por qué, ni cómo, ni cuándo, ni dónde, nada, nada, no se ve nada. Entonces, al parecer ella tenía su mamá, tenía como que su gente, su familia, pero como que no sabe qué pasó, no saben dónde están, entonces bueno, ahí el juego comienza como que obviamente tú te metes a la casa y estás tratando de recorrerla toda para ver qué pasó. Pero tiene escenas así como muy raras, tiene escenas así como de fantasía, pero fantasía más que todo así como si fueran delirios. No sé cómo explicarlo. Pero bueno, yo jugué un rato, me quedé jugando como una hora y yo dije, ¿qué? Ok, rarito. Pero bueno, vamos a seguir. Vamos a seguir con el juego. Y lo que hace es recorrer. Y cada recorrido te va dando como que unas palabras, como que unas cuestiones, te va diciendo qué tienes que hacer. O sea, no hay como una guía, ¿no? Te va lanzando como estas pistas que tú vayas agarrando. No hay como una línea.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book. Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Se va a ver mejor. Ay, no vemos mejor. No veía nada. Lo que se han dicho es que las
I
imágenes
knew
son muy
Grandpa Sam had a
bonitas.
twin. And that he never talked about him.
Okay.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Esta parte la he visto. Hey. Fine, and you? How's it going?
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Good to hear that. Great. Where are you from? I need to tell you that you are...
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
You are my first...
I told him going around was impossible.
What is the sound? What is
Maybe if I
the
hadn't
name?
said that.
I'm
not gonna tell you again.
Maybe
from
if
the
the wind
US
hadn't
West
picked up.
Coast.
Then maybe he'd still be here.
You're my first
But I don't.
viewer.
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Yes, you are my first viewer.
That's the day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Ay, él murió.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember
murió con
trying to do
11
the exact
años.
same thing.
So how's your stream going? Great. I'm happy to do this, and I'm happy to get that far away. I'm new in this. Nice, keep it, kid. Thank you so much. I lose my... I hope you will grow more and more. Thank you. You're so kind. Thank you so much. Let me tell you something. I used to speak English very well, but I lose my fluency. Many years I don't
After
speak
the
it.
funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Oh, I see.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot
Where
in the
are you
room
from?
again.
I'm from Venezuela. We live now in Chile, South America. I'm here now. And how old are you? Good to see you. Thank you. How old are you? Okay. Ah, the same age.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
We have the same age. So what other game do you play besides this? For now, Call of Duty. I have Cyberpunk 2077. But I want to play the games I want to play is Resident Evil. From one to the last one. I want to play it, but I don't. And you, what games do you play?
Museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
What games do you play?
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Mostly play story-based games like Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA, Hogwarts Card. Me too. I don't like games like Marvel Rivals. I don't know. I don't get into that game. Those games. I like story games, like this one, like Last of Us. Games like those games are like to.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edith, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried.
Have you heard about this
cemetery.
game? By the way, have you thought about using customized stuff for your channel? Customized stuff. Like what things? Like who? Like for the stream or for the channel? How's that?
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, I already did this. Relay donations, buttons on screen, stuff like that. I have some, but the thing is I don't get any donations by now. But when I get a donation, it will be appearing. I think so. I set up everything. For when the times come and the donations come, it will be there. Everything you see right now. Ajá, se supone que ya hice esto.
whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Well, I do make those stuff for 4 years of commission. What things you do? Explain me. Mira, toda esta gente murió y no duró nada. Mira, Molly duró 10 años. Bárbara duró 14 años. 11 años. Sam duró... Oye, no duraron casi nada. Ah, mira, y Edith está arriba. Ah, no. Would you like to see my work? Then you can better idea of it. Okay. When I get offline, I will be seeing your channel and we can chat later. But the thing is, I don't like those extravagant overlays. Like, I like the things like minimalist, everything's small, aesthetic. I don't like too much color. Everything is like you see. Everything transparent. I don't know if I am expressing well.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
So can I have your Discord or something where I can share it with you? I don't have Discord by now. I will create a profile sometime. But you can have in my channel, you have a link tree and you have all my social media. You can find me somewhere. You can DM. Okay. Ahora, ¿a dónde vamos? ¿Para qué salimos? No.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
¿Niños murieron? Okay, sí. Great. I will answer when I get offline. Alright? Mira, este juego me da como... es creepy. Es creepy. Me da como cosita este juego. Porque no te dice nada, entonces como... Yo creo que tenemos que hacer más cosas acá. By the way, thanks for watching me. I really appreciate it that you are my first viewer. My very first viewer. darling. Y bueno, no hacemos nada acá. Yo creo que es tiempo de irnos. No, que nada me parece. Thank you, Black Moon, Jesse. Thank you, I really appreciate it. I thought, I mean, come on. Anyone is never going to watch me? I was really getting depressed. Ah, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. It's time to leave? Or not yet? But I don't know what to do. Ah.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands
¿Qué
and
pasa,
bellies.
hermanito? ¿Cómo va
Habla
la vida?
pues. ¿Todo bien, muñeco? ¿Cómo estás? Cuéntamelo todo, Dieguito.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Bien, ¿y tú?
Bien, bien, todo bien. Aquí andamos. ¿Qué andas haciendo?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is
Noticia
Barbara.
pronto serás tío.
¿Cómo es la weá? ¿Qué dijiste? No te creo nada, mentiroso. ¿Cómo campaña? Diego, deja de estar weando con esas cosas. Pero ya va. ¿Con quién? No, me supongo, pero no sabía que tenía señora. Ya, sí, porque necesito saber todo. O sea, ¿cómo, cuándo, dónde? ¿Cómo así? Si hablamos hace poquito. Ay, no. ¿Cuándo, mentiroso? Nunca. Deja la mentira. Te voy a revisar. Ok. ¿Y cómo, ¿y cómo voy a sacarte de los seguidores? ¿De qué? ¿Qué es eso? Digo, ¿qué vaina estás hablando? ¿Cómo te vas a sacar de los seguidores? ¿Cómo se hace eso? ¿Estás seguro? Pero ¿cómo? No sabía eso. Ni pendiente. Ni sé cómo es eso. Mira, cuando yo me vaya offline, cuando corte la transmisión, voy a revisar eso. Porque, mira, tú eres el primero que me lo ha dicho. Porque le pasó a mi mejor amigo. Está sonando una puerta. Espérame. Mira. No, no, le pasó a mi mejor amiga. Que me dice que la dejé de seguir, ¿qué tal? Le pasó a mi novio. Le pasó a varias personas y ya es como, ¿qué onda? No sé qué huevonada es. No entiendo.
Hola, mano.
¿Qué hay, manito? ¿Todo
Pero
bien?
bueno, haciendo el cuento corto, tengo mi polola tiene uno niño y a mí me gustaría tener una niña.
Ajá. Ok. ¿Quieres tener una niña? Y ella ya tiene un niño. Ajá, pero ya estás haciendo toda la
Bien,
cuestión.
gracias. ¿Y tú? ¿Qué te lo contó?
Bien, bien, manito. Aquí andamos jugando este jueguito que es bien rarito.
Conte.
Bien que te lo conté. Ah, ya. Bueno, hermano. Ya sabes. Uy, ¿y la luz de dónde viene?
Conversamos y ella quiere tener la niña y estamos intentando tenerla. Que tiene
Coño,
algunos síntomas.
estás hueveando. Coño, mi rey. Bueno, a darle con toda.
Pero nada concreto.
Ya sabes que quiero conocerla.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Quiero conocerla. Esa noche, en medio de todo el alboroto, muchas cosas quedaron atrás. Ok.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she
Quiero
never stopped
conocerla.
believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Quiero conocerla, ¿oíste? Ya sabes.
Yo sabo si llega a pasar te voy a invitar a baby shower.
Obvio. Obvio. Eso ni se pregunta. No, así.
Es una persona
Great Grandpa
hermosa
Sven
tanto por
built a
dentro
music
como
box
por
for
fuera,
Barbara.
mano.
Along with the rest of the house.
Qué bueno, mi rey.
Lid es la novia perfecta, mano.
Qué bueno, manito. Yo me siento igual. ¿Te acuerdas cuando yo comencé con mi novio? Marico, tú estabas ahí cuando yo comencé con mi novio. Y yo te decía, ¿será que sí?
Le ha
¿Será
ayudado
que...?
caleta con lo psicológico. Sí, sí.
Qué bueno, hermano, así es. Él también a mí me ha ayudado un montón. De verdad, yo te dije, vas a conocer, ¿te acuerdas? ¿Te acuerdas cuando yo te dije, vas a conocer a alguien que te haga feliz, que te haga sentir bien y toda la cuestión? Mira, tuve razón o no. Te lo dije, te lo dije. Y yo también estaba así como que... Como con...
Estabas loco por irte a vivir. Qué bueno, mano.
Ay, mamá, güey. Estaba viendo la transmisión. Bueno, y ahorita tenemos
Eso
nuestra...
es bueno. Me gusta verte feliz.
Sí,
No
mi rey.
importa. Saludos.
Sí, manito, yo le mando tu saludo. Yo le voy a mandar tu saludo. ¿Y ahorita qué vas a hacer? ¿Qué juego me
Ahora
da?
estoy trabajando. Estoy en mi descanso.
Ah, buena, manito. ¿Y qué andas trabajando, pues? Porque tú... Ah, ya me acordé. No, pero esto ya lo hice.
Echando benzina.
Ya tú no estás en el líder, me dijiste, ¿verdad? Marico, se me olvidan las vainas.
Se gana bien. No.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Coño. Está bien, mano. Pero ¿y el sol?
Pero bueno, tampoco quería seguir en el líder.
No.
Me tenía agobiado todo.
Era rudo. Ahorita estoy en un trabajo que... No, hermano. Lo peor del mundo. Estoy en un trabajo horroroso. Esta casa me da como... Es creepy, es creepy. Pero no sé. Me da como vibras de cositas raras. Y esto no sé por qué me sigue diciendo. No sé qué tengo que hacer con esto.
Ya, mano. Voy a entrar. Nos vemos.
Dale, mi rey. Que tenga buen turno.
Se me cuida.
Páselo bien y ya sabe, me está escribiendo. Y ahí veo qué onda con ese TikTok. Ya sabe, ahí nos estamos hablando. ¿Cómo hago para entrar?
Ya, mané.
Dale, mi rey. Que tengan buenas tardes. Marica, no sé qué hacer ahora. No sé qué hacer. ¿Para dónde ir? No sé si va a salir algo raro. No, por acá no. Vamos a ir habitación por habitación. Porque básicamente esto es como un juego de exploración. Hay gente que dice que le dio como suspenso. Yo no considero que sea de suspenso. En ningún momento he sentido así como tensión ni nada de eso, así que no creo que vaya por ahí. Lo que sí es que algunos sonidos ahí suenan como sonidos, ¿no? Y es como que raro. Pero literal, suena igualito que una casa abandonada. Lo que no sé es qué hacer. Porque me sigue tirando esto, pero yo no sé qué más hacer con esto. No sé si hay que agarrarla. Pero es que no deja hacer nada más. Pero eso brilla. Eso destaca más que el resto. Entonces no sé qué onda. O si el sonido activa algo. Y este está selladísimo como... Yo voy para arriba otra vez, vamos a ver. Pero me parece súper linda la habitación esta. Pero no sé qué hacer. No hay más cosas. Y todas están selladas así como con... ¿Qué onda? No sé si devolverme. Ah,
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left. Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Molly. Todos duraron poquito, no huevo, nada de familia. Ay, ¿cómo me devuelvo la cuestión? ¿Cómo fue que yo caí aquí? No me acuerdo. Ah, por aquí no. Se activó una cuestión de esto. Pero ya volvió a cerrarse. Y entonces... Mierda, esas vainas no sé, no me gustan. Ni un poquito.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Pero es la habitación que ya estábamos ahorita.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Vamos a ver la de Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Ok. Creo que ya vimos todas las habitaciones. Falta una, ¿no? Falta esta. Ah, no, esta ya la vimos.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Y esta duró 14 años. Vamos a ver la última. Ah, Molly, ya la vimos. Ay. Ok. ¿Será que... ¿Y ahora? Este juego es muy raro, no sé qué hacer. Lo que sí... O sea, yo considero que es raro, pero es porque no tengo idea qué hacer.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Creepy. Ay no, tú otra vez no. No, esto me da mucha ansiedad. Yo creo que no, yo no podría sobrevivir a un juego de esos de que te persigan vainas. Mira, Edith. Ella cuando estaba chica. Ajá, linda, pero ahora, ok. Dame una pista. No sé qué hacer. Ya vimos todas las habitaciones. ¿Qué falta por hacer? A ver. Sigue apareciendo esto. Vamos a darle una última vez. Y sigue. Bárbara. Bárbara, 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 Bárbara. Vamos a la habitación de Bárbara. Algo tiene que tener esa habitación. Esta es la biblioteca. Hay que... Mira, por algo me dice que suena esa. Tenemos que ir a la de Bárbara. Aquí es... Calvin. Gregory. Aquí es Steven y Eddie. Bárbara está allá. Yo creo que nos está diciendo que tenemos que meternos para allá. Molly. ¿Y la de Bárbara?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh, Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police described the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door. Years of Finch's grow. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom, but unfortunately, Unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Qué juego tan loco, marica de pana. Vamos otra vez para atrás.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Cada vez está más oscuro, marica, me da pánico. La marica se mete así a las casas como si... ¿Y si está ese loco aquí?
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
El marico se estaba metiendo ahí abajo.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive the week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of a door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Oli.
I'm done waiting.
¿Cómo estás?
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Todo bien. ¿Qué vas a hacer? ¿Quieres jugar? ¿Ah? Ay, Dios. Ajá, si se preguntan el por qué tengo como un cartón allí, lo que pasa es que yo iba a colocar iba a colocar como una cortina, pero no se logró. Entonces estamos tratando de ponerlo. Pero mientras aquí entra mucho sol, entonces tuvimos que colocar unos cartones que vino con la nevera. No. Digamos, bebé. Se está poniendo interesante. Este juego es interesante. O sea, arriba no hay luz, pero abajo sí. Ok, tengo miedo, marica. Siento que va a salir algo aquí.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Verga, te muestra cómo murieron todos.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Me faltan pocas personas. Ok.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Pero ¿y por qué tenía...?
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
¿Qué es eso? Ah, como que la basura. ¿Pero por qué? ¿Por qué tanta broma así tan
To
rara?
bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Walter. Ah, yo también tenía 5 cuando murió.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Ay, se activó.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Qué loco este juego.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Ah, hay un gatito. Uy, un montón.
Sven built the house, but it was Edith who designed the cemetery.
Finch. Molly.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Embarazada.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Vamos a ver cómo murió Sam.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Not quite.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
Llegó como muy relajante.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Nothing quite like being outside.
Hold still while I take...
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you. Great shot, Don. I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Hola.
Hola, Mandita. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, corazón? Tiempo sin
Bien, ¿y
verte.
usted?
After Sam died, my mom and
Bien,
Edith got
bien, aquí
pretty
andamos
close.
jugando.
They'd both lost a lot.
¿Cómo estás, Amandita? ¿Qué has hecho?
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A
Algo
poem
de
for
miedo
Gus,
está jugando.
who always said the wedding
No,
was a bad idea.
no es de miedo.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Ah, ya.
Ay, soy malo para este. Ay, ¿cómo lo muevo? Qué voy a... Ay, no lo puedo mover. Ahora sí.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Espérame, ya vuelvo.
Ya, ¿dónde vas?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Estoy en mi casa, ya vengo en 24 segundos, creo.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day.
Ya
Out there on the
vine.
beach alone. Just you, the wind,
Eso.
the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Y pero todos murieron. Bueno, legalmente me falta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 con Gregory.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Time to... Hold on.
¿Estabas jugando hace mucho rato?
Sí, ya llevo como 1 horita.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Ala.
What his world was like. Everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want to...
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Ay, ya sé qué le pasó.
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything.
Uy, no.
Ay, el bebé se ahogó.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy.
Pensé que se iba a ahogar.
And he'd want you to be happy too.
Sí lo hizo.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Sí lo hizo. Y así es como el bebé oye, todos. La familia, ninguno.
Me asusté.
Ninguno. No, no, no es de susto el juego, tranquila. Pero ninguno. Ninguno de verdad. Ninguno se salvó. No, tranquila, no es de susto el juego. Es como de historia. Pero todavía no me aparece nada por aquí. Creo que debería ir por allá.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Sí parece.
Sí, sí parece. Pero no sale nada, tranquila. ¿Será para afuera otra vez?
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Cuando haces competencia.
No, creo que más rato. Más ratito voy a hacer.
Allá.
¿Te gusta que se escuchen los mensajes? ¿O no te gusta? Por aquí no.
Sí me gusta.
Qué bueno. Mira, voy a volver a ver si me faltó hacer algo. Pero no creo que me haya faltado hacer nada. Porque no puedo entrar por ahí. Vamos a volver por allá a ver. Capaz hay algo que hacer aquí. No. Guardado. ¿Será por acá? Gregory. Nada. Que no falta hacer nada. Ah, hay que subir por
My mom
aquí.
moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
En Calcuta.
¿Recién viste eso?
¿Qué cosa?
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Eso para subir arriba.
Sí, no lo había visto.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Down.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Sanjay.
And
Creo
to see
que
kids in the house again.
Creo que nos van a mostrar cuando Sanjay
The
fue
house had to get
desvivido.
a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Sí, quiero ver.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Milton.
After
Ay,
Milton
Milton.
disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Y Milton no tiene fecha de muerte. Ah, dale.
¿Cómo?
Aquí está. Este es el de Milton. Mi Amandita, le estás dando me gusta, ¿cierto? Vamos a darle me gusta la pantalla.
Sí.
¿Sí? ¡Qué bueno!
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Tengo sueño y tú.
Un poquito. Ah, pero Milton sigue.
No pude dormir.
Ah, no,
I was 4
Milton.
when Milton disappeared.
Milton ya no está en este mundo con nosotros.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family. Whatever Milton had
Oye,
found
voy
in
a
the
hacer
house,
tarea cuando
Mom didn't want
termine,
it getting
vuelvo.
out.
Ya. Vaya. Ahí la espero.
Chao.
Chao, Amandita. Quiero ir a esa casa. Vamos a subir.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Lewis.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis. Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats and toads. Things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head, but he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then, daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss, but he said Lewis had become a model employee, methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis-topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. Talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him. All the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. and he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a beautiful prince. The prince was on his own quest for radiant rainbows. He followed the sound of his electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Ay, no puedo hacer todo al mismo tiempo porque tengo que cortar y tengo que... ¿Qué hago?
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Marica, ¿qué es este juego? No entiendo.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
¿Qué juego tan loco, marica?
That the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. palace would be packed with his companions.
No entiendo.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
No entiendo, marica, no entiendo nada.
His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Bueno, yo pensé que era salado. Marico, qué loco. De verdad, este juego es demasiado.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Y no solo en los juegos. No, mentira, no. Ay, no. Me van a cancelar. Ay, chavo. No. Quiero ver qué es eso. Hay como unas escaleras ahí. Claro, por aquí.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Edith.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Edith. Estamos en la habitación de ella.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are
Edith,
very specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to all you know.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Bueno, bebés, yo considero que es hora de dejarlo hasta aquí, porque hay un hermoso día afuera. Voy a salir a disfrutarlo, voy a salir a pasarlo bien. Gracias por acompañarme en este jueguito. Estoy más que seguro que en el próximo capítulo, ¿le llamamos capítulo o le llamamos, cómo le llamamos? Cuéntenme. En el próximo capítulo vamos a terminarlo y pasamos el rato y toda la situación. Les mando un besote. Gracias por acompañarme. Los quiero un montón y nos vemos pronto. Y vamos a terminar este juego, que este juego está interesante, entretenido, es bizarro, es raro, pero me encanta. Tiene muchas cositas lindas. Entonces ya lo vamos a terminar. Besitos, chao, gracias.